Hello, today we are analyzing a replay KotBR against Arkidin, and it's 1.9k MMR versus 1.3k MMR, I believe. I'm not sure which one is higher MMR here, but the replay was submitted by KotBR, so we will take a look on his gameplay. So there's jump drive. Let's see what kind of opening they have. So KotBR is giant spec, and the other guy is supply specialist. And I think with giant spec you kind of wanna be aggressive, because all the units are better when you are going aggressive, like Fortress, War Factory, Overlord. But you can play like here also, but it's kind of bad in my opinion to play back here with giant spec. So the enemy is doing like a really safe standard opening, and I guess we see a very safe standard opening here as well. And good deployments, I guess. Against these kind of starts, I like to put the Phoenixes on one side. Like play asymmetrical standard in this situation. Otherwise you'll be taking way more damage against the sledgehammers. And the sledge starts are kinda tempo heavy. So you need to do something to beat them. You cannot just wait around. So we are taking some damage here. Okay. Instapick storms. So I think this is a big mistake. Like here you are lacking chaff clear here. And you pay 50 for the storms. I think you always pick the fire batcher here, if you wanna go like more aggressive. I don't know, I would always pick the fire batcher here, because the crawlers are always coming right here, right? And or the other play would be to pick the saber-tooths, maybe use them for one round, then sell them and go Vulcan. But I don't think you wanna use Vulcan against this kind of setup. I think it's better to go the Fire Badgers and then like into Fortress or War Factory. And this play where you pick level 2 storms and sell them immediately, it doesn't make any sense because you don't have anything else to sell. Like you basically lose 100, or you unlock the where is it, field recovery for free, but you degrade one of your storms to level 1, and the level 2 storms are actually quite good versus the sledgehammers at the starts. Like it's okay also to level your stormcallers earlier in the game. Then you can sell them later if needed. So this is like a huge tempo loss. And I think against Fangs you kind of want Mustangs and not Storms. So I would have picked the Fire Badgers, then gone Mustangs later if he adds Fangs. Okay, Instapick deployment spec. It's fine. With the giant spec, I don't think you need to pick the deployment specialist. It's not a must pick, but it's certainly pretty good here. So now you don't have any chaff clear here. It's kind of brutal. Like now I think you are forced to go Vulcan here. And I don't think Vulcan is that good of a unit right now. So more storms. I like that the fact that you are like moving forward with your chaff. You can use fortresses more easily, or war factories if you go forward. If you stay back here, the units are not good. But yeah, I would never build the third Stormcaller either. I think your board is very vulnerable to like Mustang Factory. Like very vulnerable. Like now when the enemy sees this, he should immediately start selling the Sabertooths, go Mustang next turn, and then the turn after go War Factory. Or maybe he could do Mustangs and Crawlers for 2 turns, and then go War Factory. And you would be in a lot of trouble here. And you take so much damage because of the Stormcaller pick on the 3 units. I think if you pick the Sabertooth or the Fire Badger, you are in a much better position, like early game here. So that's a senior, very good card for both. Like now, when the enemy... Oh, he didn't... Archidine didn't pick the senior. I think as Archidine, when you see the senior manufacturing specialist against Giant Spec, you immediately start selling the Sabertooths and Sledgehammers for sure. Yeah, I think you are so low on health, you need to go something here. But you have like 2 problems. You have the problem with the Sledgehammers, and you have the problem with the chaff. The fortress only fixes the Sledgehammer problem. So I think you will lose this round as well, right? But yeah, you need to make something happen. Usually you are looking into going War Factories here against the Sledge Sabertooth, but you cannot wait anymore. So the fort is good, I guess, with the senior. But I think for Archidine, this huge misplay not to sell the Sabertooth here. Like a big misplay. The Mustangs were good though, like very good. He should have... I didn't see his money, but he should have sold Sledges or Sabertooths and gone range for the Mustang, I think. And when the enemy picks a senior manufacturing specialist, it's very likely that there's fortresses coming. And you need to be able to build a war factory against it as soon as possible. And you don't have money for it if you are not selling these units. So more free units. Yeah, Scorpions for the enemy. For KotBR, the raids. Yeah, okay, they maybe fixed the chaff problem a little bit. There's like late crawlers here. Yeah, Archiding is committing into the Scorpions. This is not a good play. You need to go War Factory here. Every time. Still no range for the Mustangs. Okay, three Vulcans. And you sold something. What did you sell? Storm from the middle, right? If you are going 3 3 Vulcans this turn. I think Scorpion was a better pick here. And not the Raid. And this play, it looks very good against what the opponent is doing, but the opponent is making a huge misplay of not going into factories. Okay, so it's looking good now, right? Maybe the Scorpions can do something here, but for sure he needed to sell everything and go into factory. You cannot combat the senior manufacturing specialist any other way. So now I guess it's gonna be Acid next turn, Acid Scorpions. So Fang Summoning or Forged Shield and more Fortress would be good, right? Sell the Raids. Yeah, I think it's Ion Blast for both. No, he didn't take it. I think this game is might end this turn or next turn. I think you have to pick the Ion Beam here. Okay, so he went into the factory. But it's... well, let's see. I don't think one factory is going to prevent these fires. And 2 anti-missiles here. And alone. And no range for the Mustangs. These are completely useless here, the Mustangs. They just run into the Vulcans and die without the range. I don't think this is needed at all. I think you just sell the raids and go more Fortress. And you need more Fortress if you go Fang Summoning. Here, if you have level 2 Fortress and level 1 Fortress, for sure the barrier is better here. So let's see if the factory is too late or not. Is it over? Yeah, this 2000 damage already. Okay, so pretty straightforward game. KotBR is victorious. And I think we covered it all. I think here the 3 units of picking the Stormcallers lost you a lot of early game tempo. You took some damage. Like with the Giant spec, you can go against the sledges. Sledge starts, you can go pick the Fire Batchers, then build 1 Fortress early to pair with the Fire Batchers. Then you can win one side easier. And then you can kind of see how the enemy reacts. Is he going melting points? What is he gonna do? Then you can maybe sell the fort, go factory. Whatever. But otherwise this comp of Fortress Vulcan is okay. But it's really risky to do it with like this low amount of HP and the enemy is full. Like the enemy has so much time to set up everything. If Arkidin played this correctly, started selling these earlier, not build another Scorpion, he would have more money to go into more factories. And I think this factory setup will always win a board like this. So I think well played by KotBR, but the best late game strategy right now is just factory. I don't think you can do anything else. So although this is a solid choice, I would look into more how you can get into factories with the giant specialist. I just posted a video about this, like me playing 3 games of factories. But yeah, nice game. Hope you guys learned something. Thanks for watching.